Well, after the international break with the Super Eagles disappointing Nigerian fans, football fans are back with the English Premier League. This weekend, one man who has now got a new home following his departure or his sacking from Nottingham Forest is back with another Premier League side. And his first task will be to ensure that Arsenal, a team who wants to win the Premier League, suffer this weekend. On Sunday, it is the Super Sunday in England as the two Manchester clubs go head-to-head as Manchester United play host to Manchester City. For Pep Guardiola, it's not been a good start to the season. However, for Ruben Amorim, it is also not the start he would have expected with his Manchester United side. Onkani Sam and the Bishop here as we preview Matchday 4 in the English Premier League. Remember, only Liverpool are yet to test, are unbeaten, have a 100% record, I beg your pardon, in the Premier League. With just two teams unbeaten in the Premier League this season after 3 games in Liverpool and Chelsea. With Arsenal suffering their first loss before the international break and Spurs also suffering their first loss before the international break. And former Tottenham manager Ange Postecoglou is now the new man in charge at Nottingham Forest as they travel to the Emirates Stadium this weekend to face Arsenal, who are still expected to be without Bukayo Saka for this fixture, guys. Arsenal versus Forest. Arsenal should be winning it, but last season Forest were a tough side. This season, they've not started badly, but are not the same team we saw last season.
I mean, when they were top last season, they couldn't beat Arsenal.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Now that you just admitted that they're not good this season because of let go on to come on, then I don't expect
easy win for Arsenal.
Easy win for Arsenal, and it even was with the injury to Ola, because what I like, it's an integral part of that team.
Agree.
The worst of it all again. You have a new manager, so it's going to be baptism of fire. Starting first away from home. Arsenal that were wounded before the international break. Their ego has been bruised a little. They want to make a statement. Look, we're good. We want to win the trophy. Like we agreed here. Come on, is their trophy to lose this season? Forget about where Liverpool is right now. Forget about what Chelsea is trying to do. Is their trophy to lose? When you start the season playing Man U and Chelsea, Man U and Liverpool, and you were able to get 6 out of possible 9 points. It shows you're not doing bad completely. So that game is, for me, straight call for me. If you ask me, I expect Arsenal to win. I expect Eze probably to start, and I expect Arsenal to show that depth in squad I've been talking about. And yeah, not something too difficult to call. But for Ange, congratulations to him. Good to see him back. Sincerely speaking, it's hard to see how this guy left in the manner that he left. You understand? And that's another thing with one man business. We saw it last year. You saw that exchange
between both managers.
He claimed that he came to talk about the injury of Taiwo Awoniyi. But come on, realistically, that wasn't the issue because they win that match. They wanted to go to Champions. They needed to win that match, and it was a match that they bought to for the honor to walk onto the stadium. Come on, Taiwo is not that important to the extent that he has to walk onto the stadium and have an exchange with the manager. Then, he himself was bold enough to criticize the manager. And look, my relationship with him was previously smooth, but come on, for now, our relationship is no longer smooth. So it was obvious that sacking was around the corner. He was also waiting to be sacked. Smart move for him. Give me my money. I didn't say I want to leave. You're the one that said I should go. Pay me my money in full. I was certainly going to get. Look, for me, he's a decent manager than the person that's going to take over.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a decent manager because
even when
the little resources he had last season.
I'm trying to remember the man who brought them to the Premier League.
Steve Cooper.
Now, when Cooper was going to sink the club, he was almost sinking them.
And
kept them afloat.
But
when he came in, when Nuno came in, fantastic job. We saw it. Where they will not get to the half of the season, they kept pushing. They will not get to match the 25, they kept pushing. They will not get to match the 30, they kept pushing. See, if injuries had not struck them at the end of the season, they might have made Champions League places.
And I wanted to make Champions League football badly.
In fact, as at match the 33, they were still in that conversation. But unfortunately, of all the teams fighting for Champions League, they were now playing their direct rivals. Yeah. That's where they had problems. They were playing their direct rivals in the Champions League.
Chelsea,
as against the
Liverpool.
The rest were playing other teams. Yeah. So it was easy for those teams to get it over the line. But they got to European competition. And not just getting the European competition, it's the Europa League. Because they were upgraded from the Conference League to the Europa League after Crystal Palace issue. And then 3 games into the season, we let him go. Maybe he wants to win the Europa League.
I think they let him go probably not for footballing reasons.
Relationship reasons.
Not for footballing reasons. Because, and you look at the connection here. He was with Tottenham and he fell. I'm talking about Nuno Espirito.
No.
Espirito Santo.
Yeah, from Wolf, he moved to
yeah,
Tottenham.
it's true.
Then he, I
Tottenham
think played less
failed.
than 10 games.
Fired
Failed.
him.
He was fired. Then I don't know where. I think he went somewhere else. He ended up with the same route that he followed. Ant was with Tottenham. Won the trophy for them.
Fired.
Got fired for me. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to say stupid reason, but come on, we were thinking. See, with what we saw of Frank Thomas last week. I mean, the last game before the international break, losing against Dortmund at home after traveling all the way to Man City.
Same old Spurs.
Come on, something the same story.
Now,
So
let's look at it from this point of view. For Ange Postecoglou, for me, I think it's not as if it's a bad manager, but it's a quite decent manager.
he's a mid-term manager, not a decent manager. He's a good manager.
Where's Nottingham Forest?
He's a good manager.
What about a mid-table team as well?
You're talking about who? Ange
Ange
Postecoglou. Yeah,
Nottingham
he's a
Forest
decent
manager. Ange Postecoglou is a match made in heaven. It's a bromance is made in heaven. I think
But it's better than
to be sincere with you, I think Espirito Santo was punching
So it's better
fast.
than Amorim.
He is. Any day, anytime.
I don't want to get into that conversation.
No,
My
facts.
fans, I've suffered a lot, in recent times. To add it to their plate could be disastrous. But anyway, like I said, for Ange, to me, I think no matter how, football is business. I may not like you, but if you let the job go on. And I felt that was a very hasty decision by Evangelos Marinakis.
Now that's what you can see. If there's a fractured relationship, it affects your
It
performance.
could affect.
So I think the best way if
it-
there's a fractured relationship, right, is the best
It could
way
be
just
managed.
pathways. No, pathways.
It could be
See,
managed.
it affects, what's happening in the boardroom, right, affects what you see on the field of play.
But he was supported in the transfer market.
Exactly. So why?
So that's
So
it.
that's
It's
the
not-
question.
it could
Why
have been
support him?
It could have been managed. It
So
could have
if
been managed.
if you knew that you had
No.
plans for him to go,
I
you
think
would have
that's
not
why
supported
he
the
started,
transfer
I think,
market.
second.
Because
I know
now,
the first was coming
now
good this season.
Postecoglou plays
During
the
the
high
off-season,
line. Do they have the players for the high line?
they've let one of their best players. What's his name? Elanga.
Langa.
To one of their
They don't
biggest
have the players
rivals.
play. Like, see, they will suffer.
That's what my problem is.
Welcome to the longest period
And
of
that's
their
why
season.
Inos injury is
They will
painful.
suffer, yes.
Because
He can play
if he's out and somebody else begins to play that role,
and plays very
the
well.
new manager,
He may lose
I mean,
spots.
that's my biggest fear. When I now left the field on Tuesday, I was like, I just hope this is going to affect his career because he's come back to a new manager. And if a new manager decides to
His
go
own
with somebody,
slot in there and slot in seamlessly. That could be
That's
the
all.
ask Taiwo what happened to him when Chris Wood came in and became a prime.
Taiwo had his own
Gonzaga.
time, but it didn't work
It didn't
out.
work out.
Yeah.
The moment Chris Wood came in,
And looks like bread and butter.
close shop.
Game over. But anyway, let's look at the game intensively. For Arsenal, I know you had to rub in and Arsenal lost their final game against Liverpool. Thank you for rubbing it in. Just I now have a reality check that we're back into club football. But the truth remains, come on, I think it's a no-brainer. Arsenal should get the job done against Nottingham Forest. Which one without Bukayo Saka?
you're going to have his face hat trick, I think.
Yeah.
First hat trick.
Okay,
of the
yes.
season.
It should be.
Come on.
At
It
home.
should be back. Sorry, I'm not trying to be pompous or
No, you are. You're trying to be. See,
I'm just trying to
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm being modest. I'm being modest.
Being modest, sincerely speaking, I know.
I don't know.
I mean,
Get
with what Arsenal have
confidence.
right now, with what Arsenal have right now, if you want to
They
be
go
very, very
first to that
pompous,
this weekend.
nobody
You
can.
know, pasting is easy.
Also,
It's
Forest-
not pasting
see,
it big time.
also, I will not be surprised if Forest paced you.
No, Forest can do no such thing. They
They
can do
couldn't
no
even
harm.
in
See,
their prime.
even if you let them to do me harm, they can't do.
Even in
They're
their prime,
they're
last season was their
toothless.
prime. Even though the part of the reason why Arsenal couldn't win the league last
Because they
season,
not drop points, right?
2 points. I mean,
Yeah.
4 points against.
But they
I
couldn't
mean,
beat us even in their best of levels.
yeah.
That we've got players scoring goals reckless about Gtech coming from the national, looking fresh and sweet. Eze, somebody did. Ronnie Madway is scoring his first international goal for England, and then you go down to the
The first
midfield.
player of 5
Declan
Wales.
Rice.
I mean, 5 Wales to score for England.
And this man Tuchel
Tell
loves
some
him
so-
so much, and then you have Declan Rice. You know,
they all scored
cooking.
during international.
Everybody's
break.
having fun. It looks like everybody's having fun in the national break. So for me, it's just
But
the right recipe.
remember, in the Premier League,
Yeah.
when teams go to international and come back, there's always that
No,
setback.
they
Early kickoff.
No, teams will
Champions League is on the. No, see, remember
teams will
that
slow down.
for Arsenal, there's
Yeah.
also a Champions League coming.
Come on,
Against Atletico Club.
you need to beat it.
Away at Bilbao.
Athletic Club.
I'm not
I think
saying
you
that.
beat them.
I'm not saying that Bilbao are a very tough side,
It can
but
never
you
be.
also need to be careful. These players have just
How
come back from
careful
international
can you
break.
be when you are playing in Nottingham Forest who just sack their manager? How careful can you be?
A new manager bounce can
I don't
inspire them.
Forget the new manager effect. It's Arsenal.
And guess what? They even look.
It's Arsenal.
The Champions League you're talking about
It's a league format.
Italian team. I mean,
Spanish
team.
They suffer in
Like,
Arsenal
we've
stand.
actually not facts.
They have suffered.
The
They're
only
suffering.
team, the only Spanish team that
Is
has
Barcelona.
a bragging right against Arsenal is
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I don't know how
They're
they
from
do it.
Valencia to
Paced-
tell everybody,
paced Arsenal.
Villarreal and the rest of them.
Paced-
They've
paced
suffered.
Arsenal.
They've
And
suffered
it was
so
a
much.
Messi effect. If Barcelona comes down, they could be pasted as well. It's that bad, you know. For me, I don't fear. I think
So
Arsenal will
Arsenal.
Job
Arsenal
done.
should win that
Job
game.
done. Job done.
Scores?
Probably 5-0. Just
win.
like, yeah.
It's modest. It's too modest. But I'll stick with it 5. I like the modest. 5.
Well, early kickoff in the Premier League on Saturday. We'll see Arsenal take on Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium. They've gone for 5-0. Afghanistan has even gone as far as Gyökeres to score a hat-trick. Come on. Come on.
I don't want to see that, right?
It's not work. It will not happen.
Should we do this together? Let's do it together. Just together. Just
Yeah, I don't do that kind of celebration. It's for players who are but it'll be interesting to see. I hope I'll be back here on Monday or after that game to come and laugh and nonso. And probably also tell Okadi Sam that Gyökeres did not score a hat-trick. Come on. Don't play down Nottingham Forest like that. But guys, let's go to that game. Interesting fact, Newcastle United will play with Hampton Wanderers. There's no more Isak for Newcastle United, a new era for them. But there's Jan Wissa, and with Hampton Wanderers, there is a certain Tolu Arokodare who I will call out, and I'll say it. Tolu Arokodare posted a picture of the Super Eagles in Uyo that we took, taking away the watermark. It is unprofessional, and it should not be happening at this time and time. Give credit to those who have done the job. Nobody's saying repost us, but give credit to it. But guys, he plays his first game in the Premier League against Newcastle United over the weekend. They sent a private jet to pick him up. Is their bride.
Big bride.
It's the big bride. We'll support him as a player. If you do well, we'll talk about that. If you do bad, we'll go lash out. No time.
Funny enough, for this weekend, he's there to watch out for.
Yeah, he's the guy to watch out for. I'm planning on signing him in my fantasy. Bro, that guy has got strength. You know, I was behind the goalpost.
Yeah.
The guy has got strength.
I was not behind, but I was directly facing him.
The guy...
Is that all tall against 6'6"?
6'6".
The guy has got strength. What is he doing in football?
He has gone to
MMA.
Should have gone to basketball, right?
There's boxing.
Where there is
this
more
guy
box,
is
right?
huge, man.
Like, you know, he's giving that young Zlatan vibe.
Yes.
Young Zlatan vibe when he controls the ball.
And
Baba uses his hands. That's the thing.
His confidence for me. Look at the way he turned that.
For me, he's the guy to watch out for. You know that.
He's a man.
There are a lot of guys to watch out because, I mean, the window closed a day after, I mean,
just going to international.
Yeah, going to the international break. He's going to be, I'm going to be watching out for him, Isak, and Wissa.
I think the coach has spoken highly. Talk about Victor Pereira. Talk about how huge a player that's how he was.
I mean, for them to cover
27 million,
for them to cover
35 in future
31 plus.
Okay,
right.
It's crazy.
31, I think 30.30
for a Nigerian.
It's crazy. No, it's not about for a Nigerian. For a player who has only
coming
played
from
Dutch
league.
Yeah, it's not even about making it say in Nigeria and make it look like Nigerian players don't attract no transfer. That's what that's where you're putting it. So let's say from the Belgian league. Yeah, exactly.
For a young player whose future is bright, you know. I just can't wait to see him play. I think he's a very good player.
He's been in Germany and France before and struggled in both countries.
But there's one thing I know he would do. And there's one thing he has that suits the Premier League. His physique. I want to see him fight. And you see, for 90 minutes, you don't want to be close to Tolu. That's what I can assure you for that. We didn't get the numbers that he did in Belgium.
My only part for him is to stay fit.
Yes.
Just be injury free. We want to see him
I think he will torment defenders.
Right,
they will hate playing against him.
Sincerely speaking, right, if he progresses very well with Wolf, then he's going to... The ripple effect will come to Super Eagles.
Yeah.
And we need to see that. You understand? We need that.
Unfortunately, that ripple effect does not come because we are seeing... No.
He's going to the Nations Cup.
If he performs well... If he performs well with Hampton Wanderers, he can go ahead and perform. It does not... You know, they happen for Super... Look at Osimhen. Look at Gobangol. Look at Lukman. Look at Chukwueze. Look at Iwobi. They will come to Super Eagles. They cannot complete 7 passes. Okay, Sam, you're in the stadium. Did you count 10 passes? If you counted 10 passes between Benjamin Frederick and Wabali. Is it true, Sam?
A bit of Kabi Bassi as well.
Exactly. So there was nothing special. But for Fulham, there's a certain Nigerian man also there. We've got 3 players. Samuel Chukwueze made a deadline transfer move from Fulham. They play Leeds this weekend in the Premier League. But let's go to the last game on Saturday.
Chekari's club.
There's West Ham against Spurs.
West Ham,
it's a game. This one is straight. For Potter, win or get sacked. That's it for me. For Graham Potter, if he doesn't win this game, it looks like they might show him West Ham.
Playing against
Spurs.
Okay. But I think for me, it's because yours Potter. Mine is Thomas Frank.
No, we've left Fulham. We're talking about West Ham versus.
Mine is for Potter. And Thomas Frank. Because you know, he got beaten last time by Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth, they're a very good side. About them play fantastic team.
After letting go that number of players and you still
this
dominant
bottom players.
The bottom players.
That guy, Django Ouattara.
They got from Brentford, right? I think from Brentford. Wow. So you ask yourself, why the Brentford? Now, when we're talking about Brentford the other time, I think we forgot to mention. Was it Brighton different from
Brighton, Brentford.
See, the truth is this, right? When people start waxing lyrical about after winning that game against Man City, I had my little reservation, but I don't want to talk because everybody was so positive about Frank Thomas. They had a very good defense. They played very
even now. Defense is good.
But the thing is this, right? They were looking to concede. Not that they were that dominant.
Yeah,
I think their strength is in their defense, and it works for them very well.
Every Thomas Frank team is their backline.
But looking at the total gameplay, since I wasn't that inspired. I wasn't that
I've
inspired.
ever watched it. Wait. Let me hold on. I've ever watched it with Frank Tim and you're like, wow, this guy's playing good football.
Yes.
Not even at Brentford.
I
They go
do.
direct.
There are so many games actually watching Brentford that
It's direct football that is enticing. See, you take players. It's going to be difficult to get players like Brandon Jones start playing that direct football because they want to play pass. Why we enjoyed it at Brentford because those guys did it effectively and efficiently. If he gets it working at Tottenham Hotspur, you will hate playing them. Even Arsenal will hate playing them because Arsenal hates direct football. But let's wait and see. I think this will tell a lot of story whether really they've improved or it's just a flash in the pan.
For Potter, he won his last game, surprise against Forest by 3 goals to
3
nil. I don't think anybody saw that coming in that particular game. But against Spurs, it should get.
But the momentum is there. The momentum is there.
The momentum is there for them actually.
You're good as your last game.
But international break broke
right? Against a team that considered a goal at home, and
yes.
I think that team will be traveling because they won that game away. I'm talking about West Ham.
Yeah,
they'll be home
they
this
won
time
away,
around.
yeah.
Come on, it should be all. I mean, it should be their game to lose.
Well, the last game for Saturday, we'll see Brentford play host to Chelsea, the Brentford Stadium. A London derby again for Chelsea. Chelsea are beating 7 points in the Premier League.
Well,
I think
you're making it sound like they're beating. Who did they play?
That's what I want to say. I wish we.
Who did they play?
We should be Chelsea right now.
No, they could go top of the Premier League table pending
What happened
when Arsenal played.
Yeah.
When Liverpool played their game on Sunday.
Now,
all of that.
Saying there's something that beat being a Chelsea player or Chelsea fan right now because there's no way to start the season with this number of matches.
Exactly.
So light games.
And
But funny enough, not that they were even dominant. First game they drew at home against Crystal Palace.
And then
second game they have to come from
from a goal down to beat West Ham.
To beat West Ham.
Poor West Ham team.
Third game, controversial win over
The most
Fulham.
controversial reading game that I've seen in recent times is the third game.
Yeah,
Goal that was
guys,
that was supposed to stand.
Fulham said their goal of the month is the
goal
goal scored by Josh King that was cancelled and they named it their goal of the month.
Because it was supposed to stand. So
Apologies,
crazy. Well, I love what they're trying to do.
But
Thiago, they got robbed this thing on the faces of
he
these
got
guys.
Thiago. He got Tudor.
He got Tudor.
He got Tudor, the new signing for Brentford. 2 goals already.
Yeah.
This
He
season.
got Jesus.
No, he got Tudor. I'm trying to get his full name.
He got to the
Yeah, he got Tudor. Yeah,
The striker, right?
2 goals already for him this season.
It's not a bad
Could
sign.
be a turn in the flesh for Chelsea. No more you and Wisa.
Let me tell you the truth. If Chelsea does not win this game, don't take them serious. That's the way I see it.
Just
If they can't,
I think it's
they
a
can't be
banana play.
Brentford.
I feel it's a draw game.
I look at the Brentford team. They lost their key, their core now. They've lost their core now.
Nobody in Brentford.
They've lost their core. If you don't win this game, it was Benjamin Fred that was talking. It's Friday that will help to match.
Chelsea don't have Delap. They don't have Jackson.
I don't get it. When you have your Pedro,
You have Pedro.
you have Esteval.
You have Esteval. You have Cole Palmer back.
We have Cole
Cold
Palmer.
Paul Palmer. Cold. It was cold. Now he's
Colin
back.
Delap has been a starter.
No, it's not a starter now. No, it's not a starter as a number 9.
He started that game quite okay, but come on, he has not been. We know that.
Let me be
Delap has
realistic.
not
But
been a
if I look
starter
at Chelsea, if I'll look at you in your eye and say Chelsea to the mud, if they can't get out 3 points against Brentford,
So Chelsea to win.
they have to win.
Well, Liverpool on Sunday against a Burnley side. We at Burnley. They should watch it. Even though Burnley, it should be. See, now this is why I said they should watch it. Liverpool have not been utterly impressive. We must be honest. They've gotten the results,
But they've got one man in.
but
His name is Alexander Isak.
Also, will you throw a Ketika on the bench for Isak right now?
I won't do no such thing.
So why?
But you cannot pay that amount of money, a British record fee, and keep him on the bench. Either way, you just have to find a way to fix it.
I do feel like Anslot might be playing with fire and it might consume him.
How do you slot him in?
Except there's been a conversation
With
Ekitike and he's willing to take that second fiddle role because if you push him to the flank, you make him ineffective.
Very useless.
So what happens?
Do
you now want to go 2 up? If Liverpool go 2 up front, the midfield of Liverpool collapses. The moment Liverpool go 2 up front, they collapse the entire midfield. And the strength they've got in the midfield is gone. Because Florian Wirtz right now, except Wirtz goes to the bench. That's the only way. But you don't put. No, it means that they don't play that position. So one will play behind each other. So it means that you put the British record transfer signing.
No, you put
on the bench. Yes, that's what it means now. On the bench.
But two of them were expensive. 90 and 125, I think.
That's too excess.
Just 2 of them were 200 and something million pounds.
But if you get a job done against
you must find a way of managing. You must win this game and you must find a way of playing these 2 guys. You can't pay such amount of money.
Nobody signing players for humongous amount of money.
Nobody pays such amount of money to come and keep a player on the bench. Nobody does that kind of thing. Nobody does that kind of thing.
See,
whether you're in form or not. See,
I got a black market.
Whether you're in form or not, for the money, for the amount of money that was paid to sign you, then go carry you put for the game. You must play.
They signed Florian Wirtz on Friday, man.
Yes.
That's not Black Friday. You sign up. But guys, on Sunday, the Manchester derby. Well, even though it's no longer what we used to see as a derby, but when it comes to Manchester derby, don't rule out Manchester United.
Absolutely.
It's at the Etihad Stadium.
One.
Manchester City host Manchester United. For the first time in a long while, United go into this fixture ahead of City in the Premier League.
Coming out, clap our hands for Ruben Amorim and what he's doing with the club. What a fantastic manager.
My statistics might not be right, but it should be the first time in about 3 seasons or even more that the Manchester derby will be played and United are ahead of City. Guys, my money is on Man United this weekend to go out to the Etihad Stadium, to get to the Etihad Stadium and get a point.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're so sure.
My money is on Man United to get a point.
Ryan Cherky is out injured. He's still struggling with fitness.
Phil
Foden as well.
Mamouche
picked up it
matters.
It matters.
For me,
it matters.
That signed as many as 7-8 players in the last transfer window.
If Trafford stay in goal, it will still matter. No. I know he's there. But I'm just saying, if Trafford is in goal, it will matter.
Whoever is in goal does not matter for me, sincerely speaking. I don't see Man City.
The defense line is
leaky. They lost their last game. Going into the international break.
They have to respond.
They're going to be playing at home after losing back to back.
And then bragging rights.
Baba, there's going to be something.
Bragging rights.
Come on, what could they do? Just like we spoke about how Manchester United were condemned to winning against Burnley. Was it Burnley? Okay, Burnley. I think the same thing in this situation. If the situation was different, if it wasn't, these two things I just mentioned were not on ground. Baba, forget it. I would have agreed with what you're trying to say. But you're talking about a Man City that is condemned to win this time around because not winning this weekend game means they're going to be almost 6 points behind the top. That's by the time Liverpool win their games on Sunday.
Could be 9.
It could be 6 points.
No, they have only 3.9.
Okay, it will be 9 points. It will be 9 points. How many matches into the season? Come on, it's not going to be possible. That I can take it to the bank. If probably this time around,
I'm not sure if I go fees and withdraw.
This time around, your suit sewing whatever power is going to fail you because I don't see.
I know they doubt me.
I know they doubt you. We know.
Correct score. No, so mind you, put your house rent.
Before that last weekend, before the weekend that Man U struggled against Burnley, we never thought they were going to struggle. They won that game by the whisker.
Yes.
That's funny. No, I don't want to say stupid, but that funny behavior by that strike. I mean, by that defender. Or if that didn't happen, they wouldn't have. So not that we're talking about a
I'm not disputing. No. I'm not
stupid foul.
I'm not disputing the fact that it was a struggle for United in their last game.
Yes, and
I'm not
struggle.
But I'm saying that when two bad teams
mind you,
the better of the better team.
Who is better? Sincerely speaking,
right now is Man United.
Funny,
they have 4 points.
You're talking about this thing.
They have 4 points.
Man U have lost one of the most decent player of recent.
Yeah.
You know, Nana. One of their most decent player.
But they've gotten Biandiru continue.
And they forced him to start training with Van der Sar. And that would really help. See, let me tell you what happened. They will collect they'll be beating.
You come back there and be like, what happened?
City will win?
Because see, 100%. I think if Onana was in goal or somebody else, I think Gopa will be. He's fucking put Gopa in his first game. He's at the deep end against.
Is that not what Man City are going to do?
No,
when they put Donnarumma in goal,
Donnarumma is proven.
Is he proven in the Premier League? No, so
come on, man.
Have we not seen goalkeepers that are proven elsewhere that have come to Premier League to struggle? E.g., David De Gea.
No, I fancy Man United to pick up a point, but I tell you, my head is telling me. If I want to use my head, I think Man City will win the game. But I think because of the fact that Man United know how to just play against Man City, I don't know how it happens when Papa will come in and score 2 goals and win 2. I remember those days. They just know how to play against it because it's more than football. There's bragging right. There's a lot of things at stake. But if you ask me again, if I sleep and I wake up, who's going to win the game? It's Man City.
Anytime. Still have a better team. Even with the injury, they still have a better team.
But you ask me, Man City.
Still have a better team.
But Man United, can they pull an upset?
Haaland is still there. Mind you,
Haaland scored 5 in the international break.
Haaland is still there.
He scored 5. He doesn't see the one golden rule. You have to beat what he said in front of you.
No, so they just added a decent goalkeeper in Donnarumma. So, I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know where this thing is coming from. I don't know which Baba is gingering you to say.
You look at it on Ganisam.
That's what you look at there.
Doku. Oscar Bob.
Doku scored twice in the game of Belgium.
See, I'm not disputing what these guys go and play for a national team. Doku, Oscar Bob.
Oscar Bob was in the team for Belgium as well.
See, they're not giving that City.
What so is Sesko?
He scored a goal too.
Yeah,
is Sesko giving you the Man U this thing?
The vibe, the striker.
Is Mbemo giving you the Man U vibe? Cunha is injured too. So I don't understand where is this your wherever belief is coming from.
Now let's come to the manager. Now let's come to the manager. Ruben Amorim quickly.
Yeah.
He has to get it right. At least avoid a beating For Pep Guardiola,
That's a draw. It's a
for Pep
draw.
Guardiola, the tension is on him. Whether I like it or not,
Of course.
it's on him. You know, back-to-back losses will speak bad about Manchester City.
How can you start the season?
This
Matches,
season.
then you're 9 points behind.
And you know that the fact that it could also play a ripple effect for them in the Champions League against a very stubborn Napoli side.
Let me be sincere with you.
So they have two things in their mind. They play back-to-back home games, one in the league, one in the Champions League, but they are going to play Napoli side that are astute because of the kind of manager they have.
And people who believe, let's start from one for count two. The game ahead of them is going to be the game against Manchester United for Napoli. See, it's a battle of a very bad coach and a coach that used to be good.
Wow.
That's what it looks like for me.
That's what it is. Not
But
even look
Ruben
like.
Amorim has to find a way to just because
How can you see?
I don't know how it's going to come
See,
from. He has to find a way.
No. I think why are you contradicting yourself? He says he's a bad coach. So how can a bad coach find a way of doing things the right way? He's bad. He doesn't have what it takes to be there.
When I ended my everything, I felt that he should be fired, and I still stand by that. Was when the penalty was given to Man United against Burnley, and he could not.
You just saw that this is not the man for the
couldn't
job.
watch. So how do you rub off confidence with the players? Okay, I can excuse you
You
for
use
the
man
rubbish.
and rub it.
I can excuse you for what the rubbish happened in the penalty shot. You couldn't watch one. Penalty in the 98th minute. You should be telling the players, "Come on, you can do it." You close your eyes and you pray to the gods of heaven. Wow,
Guys,
sickening.
He's not meant for that club.
so you are standing with Manchester City
Any
to
day,
win,
anytime.
Man City to win.
Any day.
For me, it's a draw. 1-1 correct score, take it to the bank, but you cannot use it to withdraw. Okay, some your score predictions.
Well, I'm going for a 3-0. 2 reply goals.
First, now 5-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
No,
I'm that
3-0.
confident, yeah.
Because I like Man United and I like I told Shakari.
Because you don't want Manchester City to be close to you because you are afraid that they will pass you, you know. So
No.
talk and the way it be.
Because I love Manchester United and because I know I told Sakari and I know you watch it, so I'll give him a tap on the back when I see him. I think he's gonna get really
It's
bad.
Shakari, not Shakari.
Shakiri, whatever he is, he gets the point.
Shakari.
Praise. All I need to know is this: I told him he's gonna get worse to get better. He hasn't said anything yet. He's gonna pay for. This is a lock season. This is just match day 4. I will have like 34 more games to go, so it's gonna be very bad for him. Except the sack Ruben Amorim, then maybe there could be a light at the end of the For me,
Mourinho is available.
the answer is this: it's gonna be a big loss to Man City, but they will score. I'll give it to Mbuemo. He will work hard, tireless worker. They'll lose by 3-1.
Well, 3-1 for them. So 3-0 on Kani Sam. But for me, I'll stick with my 1-1 score prediction. I think this game will be a draw, and that's where it will be in the Premier League this weekend. Liverpool, of course, will also play against I think Bournemouth.
They play
At home. So no, Liverpool are playing Bournemouth. Just to correct, Liverpool play against okay.
I think it's Monday Night Football.
No, it's Sunday.
Burnley,
Liverpool play
Burnley.
Burnley. Thank you,
Burnley.
Burnley. They play Burnley in the Premier League on Sunday, just before the City match. So 2 games on Sunday.
Week, yeah.
No Monday Night Football because of the Champions League, of course. For the team, the teams will also have one eyes on the Champions League, and that's why I feel that the teams who will play in the Champions League will be especially, and that's why I've gone for a draw for Chelsea. Starting with Bayern Munich in the Champions League means that the Blues need to have one eye
On that game,
on that game at the Allianz Arena, while also thinking of the game against Brentford in the Premier League. But wait to see how it pans out. 10 huge games to watch out for in the Premier League this weekend. Go out there and enjoy. Vic Gyökeres to score a hat-trick. If it happens, I'll clap for Kani Sam. If 3-0 happens, I'll clap. But if my prediction come, I go chase the two of them come up for studio. And only me go they do show. Football Temple are brought to you by Azar Studios.